cold in here. Jesus, man.
The old Southwest Conference, alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to College Station, Texas.
Oh, God, it's cold. Why?
As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show to the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in this
shout out
series,
Southwest.
but once the Aggies came to the
Conference.
SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool
I
side
like
of
rivalry
conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
They say it every
And
game.
I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team.
There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fitted in the window for the score. They can use this first score score to
That
sort
was,
of
oh my God, that
set
was
the tone,
Ferguson.
guys, in this
Good catch,
rivalry
Ferguson.
matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I completely whiffed and missed.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's West. Snagged in the middle, it's Norman.
Sorry,
He's close to
no
the
first
first
down for
down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
What up, Patrick? How's your day at work?
A solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Burgess. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Nicholson. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he lets it in.
Way to get it, Earl.
Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I don't know why that meter is going so slow.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz.
Breaks into the open. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pick off! What a play by this defense! We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They came
Gotta
out and
love
jumped
being able
on
to
them
bump
early
tight
in the
ends
first. Let's take a break and
within
look
the
at
first 5
quarter
yards.
stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go
Fuck
back
with a
to
little
work.
bit of the timing. Hopefully my computer guys make the play.
Leaves it with the back. This
Good
junior
fucking
making his
team.
presence felt
Good
and making the
blocking.
stop after a short game.
Play, Jesus.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone.
Oh,
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here.
oh good pick.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I thought I had that back
And
shoulder
some
all
defensive
day.
backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From his end zone, trying to loosen up his knee. Finds a
I'll
tight
take the ball
end.
back.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch called for and made.
Was that a burp or a fart?
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Inside the 40. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's West. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burgess. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's oh, he's got some space. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown,
I would challenge that. I think you were down.
How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I honestly think you were down. I would challenge that.
Defenses are always trying
Like,
to
I'm
force
pretty
turnovers
certain you were
to
down.
get the ball back to...
Damn, man. That's played. That's bullshit.
Let's make those big plays. You know what the cherry
Oh,
on
wait,
the
maybe they'll
sundae
do it.
is? When you
Are they
force
doing
the
it?
turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to
Yeah,
the
I'll say,
house.
I'll challenge that
Huge
shit.
play for this defense.
Oh, are you serious?
By using a timeout.
Wow.
Comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up to add another.
That's bogus. Wow,
And with
EA.
the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32.
That's the only reason I need the receptions.
Plenty of time to work.
Otherwise, my punt returner is going to
take
transfer.
over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find it.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Nicholson. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
That big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Burgess. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
I'll try to pause.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just
can I pause?
take a knee in this drive.
There we go. Alright, looks like I gotta do it manually. Fuck. Stupid.
Start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's West. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, I want to do it because I want to be able to fucking do my offense now rather than later.
Has the same call. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Oh,
he's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
I was mid-defense. Now I got to do offense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half.
Okay, that was faster. Cool.
The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And What a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Now that I did them all manual, I might as well not even do it all regular.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half.
I think I gotta do safety, strong safety, and free safety still.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball.
I gotta be careful because I got people redshirted and doing that over thing. Doing it manually puts the redshirt people
in. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit them.
They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession. Your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's West. Looking to the big tight end.
And he dropped
And
that.
it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as
I think
well hang
I've
on
now
to the ball.
figured out all the
This is a
movement.
situation here in the
It
third
should be
quarter. This
Overton.
offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country.
Ooh.
They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense
The only person
knows
I
what's
think
coming,
is
and it's all
Thomas.
because of the points right now.
I gotta figure out how to get best on the field.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
There we go.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Okay. Now, I think I
Well, it's a nice play design
got it,
there. You're getting the
everybody.
running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first
Oh
down.
my goodness. That chip block is getting on
Not
my nerves.
much
I'm just going
working
to start
there.
going
It'll be
outside.
2nd
Make
and
him run
9.
inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11.
There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the tackle
I
at
guess.
the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I guess we can.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. Right now, they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's West. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oof.
And maybe he'll get back.
That man came down with a purpose.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He's got the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
I'm trying to find my backup tight end. They made it a tackle.
The offense couldn't get the snap.
As I realize, he's not the backup tight end. That blew.
On first down, here comes this offense.
No, there it is. Cool. My God.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field.
Thanks, Mark.
Right back to the well.
My
and
Lord,
he's
bro.
Stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Tired.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Yeah, we'll see how this works. This will either be great or terrible on my half.
Nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Direct snap. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Daryl's fine.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. To the air, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Jefferson. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
You're not going to look at. Okay.
Oh, what a move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And running really has been the key on this explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
I was going to say, yeah.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'm hoping this works. It'll probably tick slow. That's my only thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a
Hike the
victory
ball?
as we have
Why can't I hike the ball?
formation
There we go.
coming.
Yeah, see, like... Alright, GG's Packers. I'll have to hike it again.
They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And thanks, Chuck. How many receptions ahead? That was my concern with this one. Oh my god, only 13. Okay. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yay, trophy.